Welcome to Chasing a Murderer, guys. I'm Debbie, and today we are going to go over a story coming out of South Carolina. Man, this story really gripped my heart, and I'm going to tell you why. I was going through trying to catch up on some of my stories and then also document some of the stories that I don't cover. Suddenly, this headline catches my eye. It says, "We know her smile. Family of a missing Holly Hill woman finds human remains." Starting off the new year, looking through this stuff, it was January 12th of 2024 when I find this concerning story coming out of South Carolina. This case is under the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office. In the article, it says that it is a woman of Holly Hill. She's 49 years old. Her name is Melissa Aguilar. As many of our stories go, it says that she was last seen by her ex-boyfriend and that she had gone missing just after an argument between the two. She was reported missing August 18th of 2023 by the ex-boyfriend. Melissa's sister, Sarah Shipman, says that she never showed up to any of the family events. This includes Thanksgiving and Christmas. She even missed one of the most important events, and that was her daughter's wedding day. The last time that Sarah had actually talked to her sister, she said it was August 17th, so one day before she was reported missing. So I'm going ahead and doing a quick view on this story because there's a few interviews I'm waiting to hear from. So we're going to have to wait a little bit on that. Now, her daughter said, and I'm mentioning her as Brown, said she last had a conversation with her mother on August 17th as well. So the night before she was reported missing, she said that her mother sounded upbeat and happy during that call. According to her, she said she was very excited about her oldest daughter's upcoming wedding, which would be in September. That she said that she and her mom were just talking a lot about the wedding plans and just talking in general. We have a little bit of information coming from investigators at the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office. What they know at this time is they believe that she was, Melissa, at her ex-boyfriend's home, which is on Forwin Road, an unincorporated area in the Orangeburg County community there. According to 5WCSC, immediate after Melissa's disappearance, the sheriff's office shared information with a local newspaper but did not put out the public release through its official channels, nor send the information to other news outlets. Several news stations have reached out to this sheriff's office and to the investigators to get just ignored, are told that they can't get to them right now. The same thing that's happened to me. More news stories come out on this case right at Christmas time of 2023. We'll start off with a clip where her sister is sharing how her sister just missed several of the family events, including Christmas.
We, missed her at the Thanksgiving Day dinners, and now everybody that's searching for the perfect Christmas gift, and we're searching for her.
I want to mention that she has vanished one time before in her life, before we continue on in this story.
Who hasn't been seen since August, entering the holiday season with more questions than answers. Sarah Shipman, her sister, says she doesn't believe that Aguilar would just vanish like this.
In a world of 8 billion people, not one soul has laid eyes on her since August the 17th.
She says with each passing day, the family's hope to find Aguilar alive is diminishing, but that hope remains.
So it's reported that she misses her daughter's wedding, and she doesn't even show up to her favorite thing on her birthday, a family barbecue.
Watch your niece put on her wedding dress that her mom should have laced up on her was probably one of the hardest things that Brittany had to do that day. She walked down the aisle without her mom next to her, with all of us secretly hoping that this was just some prank, that she'd show up, hey, mom's here.
So this is important. The anchorman says that he reached out to these investigators, but he didn't get a very friendly response.
Asked to speak with an investigator familiar with the case on camera today, but was told that they were unavailable. Reporting in Holly Hill, Nick Neville.
I apologize, guys. I cut his name off, didn't I? Now, here's where things, get strange. Now, it's not so strange that they're not talking to anyone that calls. You got to remember that this is an ongoing investigation, and in order to keep that investigation secure, well, it's best to keep your lips closed tight. But after reading this article this morning on what her sister said that she discovered, and it's shocking, makes you wonder what kind of investigation is going on. Now, at some point, police discover her remains out in a wooded area. And the family also knows about this location. Sarah says she and her niece, they go out to the area where they find her remains, only to be taken by surprise, shocked, and terrified. Our journalist, Molly McBride, did an excellent story describing quickly the pain that the family was going through.
They got the call that remains were found Thursday, and by Friday, Aguilar's sister, Sarah Shipman, and 2 daughters decided to go out to the site for themselves.
As I was hugging my nieces and consoling them, I looked down and found my sister's jawbone between my feet.
Yes, you heard her right. She found her own sister's remains beneath her feet with her daughters by her side. Listen, you make mistakes sometimes. Sometimes something gets left behind, but all the stories that I've covered, this is the first one that I've ever seen where they were so neglectful. And it seems that they processed that scene quite quickly, in my opinion. Usually there's some type of tape left behind, but they never mention anything like that.
Shipman rushed Aguilar's daughters out of the woods and went back to look further.
I found her dental work and close to 20 more pieces of my sister that they had walked over and left behind.
The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office has not confirmed the remains are Aguilar's and says they've been sent to SLED for identification.
We know her smile. And that smile was in the dirt. And you don't unsee that. And you know someone's smile.
After the discovery, Shipman says investigators promised to collect the rest of the remains on Monday.
If it were a mistake, you would think that they would fix it right here and now. They would show the respect and own up to this mistake and take care of it immediately. But that's not what happens.
To collect the rest of the remains on Monday. But when I went with them to look today,
are you kidding me?
They found what appeared to be several more bones and a tooth.
Like, these are her bottom teeth. More bones.
A family left traumatized over what they describe as a lack of care from the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office throughout the investigation.
If a sheriff's department is not capable of doing a job correctly, leaving my sister behind, they should own up and call in outside resources.
This was a good story. I hope several other media sources push this, as though this family hasn't been through enough already. According to her daughter, she says she's just still struggling.
It's been really hard trying to juggle a job and put on a smile and act like nothing's wrong when there's so much wrong.
Indeed, and why is it someone looking into this? This is insane to have a case be so neglected. How do you leave pieces behind that are clearly in the open? Where are the signs of the tape and investigation? And who can treat a family going through something like this like they are? I reached out to the Orangeburg police, talked to an investigator briefly, and of course he had an excuse that he couldn't speak and that he would call me back. It's past 5 p.m. today, and I've not had a return call. I asked him who is exactly responsible for those remains that were left behind. For him, he said it would be the coroner. There's no doubt that the ball's been dropped somewhere by someone, and they need to make it up to this family. Like I said, I'm looking into interviewing a few more people. I appreciate you guys supporting me. Thanks for the likes and the comments. I love you guys. I'll try to get back here and be more social here shortly. Don't forget about these other people that are missing out there. And please, if you are a reporter or you run a channel, cover this story, especially if you have a lot of followers. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.